Well, today's audio is going to be pretty fucking horrible, I think, because I don't have my normal headset. But I can see we are recording, so that's good. Welcome to the show, Kletus Roadside Service. We're rolling out the gate right now. Um, Headed up to Topeka. Final stretch of the job. Not today. We're not going to finish today, but the final stretch is this week. Well, I think we only have 28 left to do. We did 17 in a row. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that shit off today. Well, definitely not today because we're starting late. They didn't want us out there until 10 o'clock. But it's 8:45, an hour out there, so I'll be there at 9:45. Whatever. We'll be pretty close. So, and then also I already had my first disappointment for the day. I thought today was going to be pretty damn good. I rode the bike, woke up extra early on time, got to work early, got to go into the meeting, and then also just sit around and hang out for a long time. Up until now, just playing on Facebook or whatever. I'm not charging the company. I'm going to charge them for the Monday meeting, and then have a 2-hour gap or whatever until 8:30. Well, an hour and a half gap. I'm not going to charge them for that. So, and the other guys, I told them that I'm not starting their time till 8:30. So if they want to get paid for anything else before that, they need to put it down in. They need to figure it out themselves. I'm not responsible for them until 8:30. So they got to figure out their own shit. Anyways, I was let down already. So the sandwich stealing motherfucker. I didn't bring any sandwiches today on purpose. I didn't bring anything with me because I don't want to feed anybody, and I also just instead of, I guess, I don't know, I'm too nice because I could bring my sandwiches and say, no, these are for me, not for fucking moochers. But I just, no sandwiches. I have nothing to give you, bud. So I'm going to starve with you, you fat fuck. I'm a fat fuck too, okay? I think we can both miss a meal. We'll be all right. I might not be super happy because I get hangry, but whatever. Had a really good weekend too. Oh no, I didn't talk about what I got let down by. The motherfucker. We're about to leave. Well, I just did leave, and I went over to see what they're doing because their pickup needed to have an oil change and a DOT inspection. Just like part of the monthly deal. And I went up to them and just to see how it's going, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're putting the wheels back on. Everything's about done." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then sandwich motherfucker comes up to me and says, "Her appointments got moved." I said, "Okay." He's like, "Mondays and Wednesdays." I'm like, "Okay, when's Monday?" He's like, "Today. Today is Monday." I'm like, "I understand today's Monday. You're just now telling me. You're just now fucking telling me you can't come in, or you got to leave early." He's like, "But I'll leave at 3 o'clock to make it better on you." I'm like, "You leaving at any point in time is not good on me. I'd like you to just be here for the whole fucking job." I said, "Well, she's got her appointment." I'm like, "Text the boss. Text him." I said, "Well, my phone's fucked up." I'm like, "Okay, we're at the fucking shop. You can go in there and talk to him." I don't know, but you need to, if you have anything other than just normal work being done, if you need any special treatment, you need to let the boss know. He needs to know. So I said, "Let him know." And I texted him the boss's number once before, so he's got it on his personal phone too. So what did I do? I immediately went in and told the boss. I'm a fucking tattletale. I'm a fucking snitch. I ain't no snitch because this isn't you're supposed to tell him. And I don't trust that he's going to tell him. So I went in there and told him. I said, hey, the dude is going to text you and tell you that he needs to leave today by 3. He's like, what? I was like, yep. I told him put it on schedule base and come tell you, but I guess he hasn't done that yet. He's like, no. He said it was Tuesdays and Fridays or some shit. I don't know. Because this dude changes his schedule all the fucking time. He's like, what does he need to do? I was like, I don't know. He needs to go to a doctor's appointment or some shit. Twice a week, every fucking week. I'm like, hey, it doesn't. You could have been the best worker in the world. I mean, that would make it a little easier on me, but nobody else gets that special treatment, okay? Nobody else gets to leave twice a week for not themselves. You know, like if you got injured on the job or even off the job and you have like a doctor's appointment, yeah, it'll work out. But you are a perfectly good human being. But you got to leave early because your wife is too scared to bathe herself at home alone, and she can drive now, but I don't know. You guys need to figure something out. Like, I don't know, just figure out what the Uber ride would cost and see if you'd make more money if you stayed on the job site versus the Uber ride. And you wouldn't have a big stain on your fucking record as the guy that has to leave early all the fucking time. Also the guy that has to fucking eat my goddamn sandwich. You know, they're both equal. They're equally bad in my book. You know, both of those stains he's got on his fucking shirt. But no, let's talk about the good stuff, because this weekend was a good time. Let's see, Friday, got off work, went to work. I had to drive the truck in on Saturday. Had to go do work at the railroad wheel place, sucking up sand. It was actually kind of nice. Nice-ish. It rained on us really bad for a while, but I had found a piece of cardboard I could cover myself up with, because everybody else, well, there was one guy that was a hole watch, and he needed to be outside, and he should have had his own cardboard, but there was no way to get it to him or whatever. So he had to stand out in the rain watching a guy in a hole. Me, I didn't want to sit in the truck and use my mirrors. I wanted to be outside, and I found a piece of cardboard that would work as a rain shield. So I just stood outside under the rain shield, and I had a button that I could hit to turn the truck off if something started to go bad. I need to be there. I need to be attentive the whole time. I'm not playing on my phone. I'm not jerking around. I'm fucking working here. Usually we work inside of this place, but today or Saturday we worked outside. They had an outside auger where all the rail cars full of sand show up, and it gets pumped into the building with this auger. And the auger was, some of the bushings went bad on it, and the sand had collected in it, and it wasn't working very good. It was making a horrible racket, apparently. So we got all the sand out of it. And, of course, I worked with one of the guys that I'm working with today, but the other guy. And everything went well. We had a good time. I was off of work at 2:30. So it was only an 8-hour day on the weekend, so not bad. But, you know, if you got me working on the weekend, work me on the fucking weekend, okay? You know, I'm over here trying to make extra money. Work me. Well, whatever. I don't know. Everybody else is ready to go home. Nobody else wants to work on the weekend. I don't want to work on the weekend, but if you're going to ruin my day by having me work, I might as well stay out here. But it didn't really ruin my day, because I got off work. I drove my pickup truck home, and the thing is that it didn't rain in the morning, and it didn't rain when I went home. It was raining in the middle, so I didn't want to risk it with the bike. But I got home, and I immediately hopped on the bike. I was having bike fever. I hadn't been on it for like 3 days. I've been driving the pickup. So I rode the bike around on the block and everything, and then went back to the house, and I fired up the mower, mowed both front and backyard. Wasn't too bad. I didn't weed eat. I guess I could have, but I didn't. My feet were also still wet from work, so my feet were kind of wrecked. Threw the boots on the boot dryer. Let's see what else happened. Nothing else really happened on Saturday. Wife and the kids showed up after I had already been home for a while. They went around getting new shoes and stuff. And then Sunday, wake up and immediately take care of the toilet. So we have a toilet that has really bad stains scratched into it or whatever. I don't know. It's an old toilet. It's there from when the house was built, maybe. I don't know. But it's a really short toilet, and it's the circle shape. Instead of being oblong, it's like the circle. It's really small. Like my balls and my dick don't fit. Like I don't know. You gotta shove those in there. So we wanted to get a new toilet anyways, and what better time to do that before we have somebody stay at our house, instead of looking at our nap. Like, you can clean that whole bathroom. You open up that toilet and you're like, God damn, clean this motherfucker. Well, we tried, okay? We tried to clean it. It's scratched, it's stained, and you can't do anything about it. And it didn't always be that way. I don't know what the hell happened, but it's ruined. So I got that one ripped out. I had one bolt that wouldn't come off, but got it off and got it ripped out. And I had to get a bigger wax ring because apparently all the floors of my house have linoleum underneath them, and then they tiled on top of that with concrete boards. So the normal wax ring wasn't tall enough. It wouldn't even touch the toilet. So I had to get a new wax ring, double thick, and it worked out perfect. And the new toilet was installed properly, perfectly. Everything's good with that. And then I was going to start another project with the shower door. My mom has the same exact layout as my house, and her bathroom is identical to mine. Her master bath is mine, identical. Anyways, it's like a stand-up shower. There's no bathtub or anything. It's just a stand-up shower, probably about 40 inches across or whatever. And she took out her old shower door and was getting rid of it, and I took it. So I was like, I right now I just had a curtain. So I took the shower door, thinking it was going to match up exactly. No, it does not match. It's an inch off. Damn it, man. So I don't know if I'm going to attempt to widen it in some sort of fashion or what I'm going to do, but I don't know. I got the shower door, and I'd really like to use it, It would be kind of nice to have a shower door instead of a curtain. It would make the shower feel way bigger, too. Right now, the curtain, it blows in on you and touches you, and you're like, yeah! Like, I'd have another, 8 inches of space over here if the curtain wasn't in the way. Blowing in, touch me and shit. I'd spray it down with the hot water. The top comes off, spray it down, and it kind of folds it back up into the regular fabric curtain. And then it comes back. Damn it, dude. Just go away. Just get out of here. The curtain touched me and shit. So that was a failed attempt. What else did we do? I helped my kids clean their rooms. Because they cleaned their rooms up. You could walk in there, but it wasn't clean. So I went in there. My wife went in my daughter's room, and we kind of purged the rooms, got rid of all the broken toys and other toys that they had snuck up from the basement. So we have a basement play area, and that's where they're supposed to have all the toys. Most of them, except for the ones in the bedroom. But they go down there and like, I want this in my room. And they just take it upstairs. Damn it, man. Leave it down here. You ain't going to play with it upstairs. You play with it down here. But, anyways, purged the kids' rooms. In my boy's room, he kept asking to paint his room. He's been asking to paint his room for a while. And I'm like, no, man. Like, what? Your room is fine. Like, leave it alone. He said, well, it's boring. So we got a bunch of posters, put up a bunch of posters, other stuff, and now he's happy with this room now. And now it's clean. He can actually sit in there. And I put a phone charger in his room. Not a phone charger, just a charger. So he can charge up his Nintendo and his MetaQuest and all that good stuff. So things are looking really good. My dog, Luna, the German Shepherd, has been shitting and throwing up for the last couple of days. It's random. She acts completely fine, yet she's outside for an hour. And we let her inside. 5 minutes later, she's at the door, ready to go out. And it's like, no, you were just out there for an hour. Stay inside. And then she shits and throws up on the floor. And it's like, oh, well, why didn't you do? And it's been happening. I don't know. At least it's on tile, so it's easy to clean up. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and also Saturday when I got home, she had shit in her kennel. Poor dog. Shit in her kennel. So I let her out, cleaned the kennel all up, got her new blanket and everything. But I don't know. I don't know if she's been eating something outside or what is going on. I mean, I mowed and I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. So maybe she's. It hasn't been like full of grass either. Usually dogs will eat grass if they don't feel good. But there hasn't been any grass either. So I don't know if she got into anything or what. I don't know what's going on with her. But she's just a happy dog. She has chilled out a lot in the last few weeks. Like, she still goes wild, but she'll actually lay down for a little bit now and let you pet her. And just kind of, she'll walk up to you while you're laying on the couch and she'll just nuzzle her head in your arm and you can pet her and she'll just hang on. Usually, the way she had been is she just goes fucking, anytime you like even look at her, she just is up on your lap, jumping on you, licking your face and everything. It's like, all right, like, we can have this loving touch, just chill out. Damn, dog. But here recently, it's been getting a lot better. It's been getting a lot better. Really excited for it. My other dog, he got a haircut. He just is just the best little dog in the world. Murphy, he's a Chihuahua Yorkie. And I love him so much. He's such a good boy. And then Winnie, of course. You can't leave out Winnie the tater tot. She's a good girl, too. She's the best snuggler out of the dogs. Yeah. What else happened? Nothing else happened, really. Just kind of been hanging out at the house. Didn't really go anywhere, do much this weekend, and then I rode the bike into work today. I did get honked at. It's my first time getting honked at on the bike, and it was a semi that was hogging the fast lane for a long time. I was behind him. I was like, he's gonna get over. And then we went around a corner, and then after we got out of the corner, I was like, okay, I'm not, because he slowed way down for the corner. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna pass you. And I went, as soon as I got into that lane, he put his blinker on. But I was like, it's too late. I'm going. And I know that you're trying to get over, so, but for no reason. You're not getting over for any reason. Like, you could still camp out in the fast lane. It wasn't a priority way back there, so I don't know what the fuck your deal is. I mean, and I wasn't even thinking that at the time. I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to pass him on the right. Oh, he put his blinker on. Well, I'm coming around him anyways, because I'm not going to slow down, let him get over, then get back into the fast lane, and then pass. I'm like, no, I'm already over here. I'm already, like, going. I'm going. And when I got up to his cab, he honked at me. He did a little toot-toot. And honestly, I don't know. Maybe it was a toot-toot. Now that I'm thinking about it, it could have been a toot-toot like, oh, sorry, I was hogging the fast lane. But most likely it was a toot-toot, hey, why are you passing me on the right in my blind spot, motorcycle man? Well, because there hasn't been a left to pass you on, you bitch. You've been fucking hogging up the whole goddamn highway. You motherfucker, I've been behind you. But I rode into work the way I want to ride into work today. You know, it wasn't a exact follow the law type of day today. It was I'm cruising into work on my bike, and I've been missing the bike. So I mean, I was cruising in today. I was hitting good speeds. There was another truck that kept like whenever I got on the highway once I got on the highway from my neighborhood area. There's a truck. I had got over to the fast lane right behind another car. I knew there was room there, and then the car got out of the fast lane, and then I was booking it, and there was this other pickup truck that was just like, you took my spot, and he was racing me, but I kept him in my mirror, and I could see he was speeding up, and I'd fucking speed up, and he would speed up, and I'd speed up, and we were going pretty quick down the highway, but I never let him get up on me. I was like, you ain't getting me, bud. I'm like, you want to run this highway at 95? I'll run this highway at 95. Like, it doesn't matter. We're already speeding. We're already in pullover territory. Might as well make it fucking worth it. I mean, bring it, bitch. You're a fucking pickup truck. You know, you think you're going to be the hot shit on the highway. I'm a fucking motorcycle motherfucker. I know I'm a dirt bike, but I'm still fucking quick, boy. I mean, it's probably not the fastest I've had the bike up to. Well, definitely not, because we drag raced last weekend, and I had to have hit 100. I mean, because I've never been in it that hard for that long. I had to have been going over 100. I never looked down to check. I was focusing on the road, but yeah, during the drag race, I was wrapping that motherfucker out. But I never looked down to see the speed. And I don't know, I guess I have a speedometer app I should probably use, and I should have it saved, like the top speed, to see how fast I get, but I don't know. I don't really like to go that fast. 80 is right around the sweet spot of how fast I'm comfortable going. You know, conditions applied. But, yeah, 80 is about it. I mean, it'll go faster, obviously, but 80's comfortable. You know, I don't feel like I'm pushing the engine too hard, and the wind starts getting pretty aggressive past 80. So, and I haven't been running my camera either. I have my camera. It's in my pickup truck, but I just haven't messed with it. Not sure why. I feel like maybe I should use it more often just for a dash cam, but I don't know. I haven't had a dash cam this long. I think I'll be fine. But anyways, we're headed out to the job site. About halfway there. We're gonna suck on this fucking diesel until we get it until about 5 o'clock. 5:30-ish, maybe even 6, I don't know. Try to get all this shit finished between today and tomorrow. We definitely think we're going to be working on Wednesday, at least a little bit, but as of right now, I think we're just going to, today, I don't know, the truck driver that I can count on, he's out there, he's like, but yeah, I mean, we're starting late. I really don't want to be working all fucking day, though. Like, well, I mean, if you are as fast as I am, we'll knock this shit out, because I'm telling you, every other truck driver that I've had out here has been slow, except for Popular Bluff. That guy was quick. So as long as you can keep it going, we'll be all right. We'll be just fine. And I'm going to do my best to not make any mistakes today. I do make mistakes where sometimes I forgot to close my vent. So I sit there for 20, 30 minutes, and I'm like, man, this thing hasn't unloaded anything yet. And it's because I left the vent open and the truck was doing absolutely nothing. So I'm going to try to do my best on these. And one way I can do that is to just watch the weight gauge. if the weight gauge starts going up or down, depending on where I'm loading or offloading, then I know it's working, and I can go sit in the truck and hang out. But yeah, just it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Things are going to go good. Yeah, I just wish this motherfucker didn't have to leave early. I got to do extra paperwork. I got to get a hold of him because he leaves early and he knows every single time. I'm like, I need to know when you got to the shop and what time you left the shop. And I need to write that shit down because in my notes section, I got a tablet now. In my notes section, I can't like move notes around, so I like to keep things in order of how they happen. And if I start making other notes, and then you finally text me, then I got to put those notes at the end, and it looks fucking changed. So I gotta try to get a hold of him to let him see what time. It's just like, if you would just do your job like everybody else, this would be fine. I know I'm complaining, and it's really a simple thing, but this guy does it all the fucking time. It's like, I'm tired of dealing with your ass. Can you just be like everybody else, please? For the next 3 days, can you just do the normal work? But he's saying Mondays and Wednesdays now. So that would be today. Tomorrow's going to be trade day, and then Wednesday he's going to fucking try to leave early also. Even though Wednesday we shouldn't have that many left on Wednesday. And honestly, tomorrow I might just try to stay as late as possible, and even tonight. So the other guy, he's like, I really don't want to be out there all day. I'm like, okay, that's fine, you can go. And it'll just be me and the other guy, I guess, just us out there. And if I think me staying late to get 1 or 2 more done is going to help out everything, then I'll do that. You know, I'll book a 14-hour day. I don't care. I don't mind working during the week. And honestly, the later I work, the less traffic I'm going to have to deal with at the end of the day. So that's kind of nice. Slow on the road today. And that's about it. So keep all 18 down, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, we're back. We're doing the thing. We finished off the day. I think I ended the episode earlier, but I figured let's go ahead and add on a little bit more. So, yeah, a little bit of problems today. I mean, we would have been done probably half an hour ago. I mean, I guess so. I'm bitching about a half hour. But it's not really the half hour that bothers me. It's the principle. It's the lack of respect. So, like I was telling you, the guy's got to go home early. The one dude. Got to leave early. I'm leaving at 3 o'clock. I'm like, okay. Apparently that's what you're going to do, or there's nothing I can do to make you not do that, so that's what you're doing. Adios. But that's not, this is before that. Just, so it was like 1:15, and that's only because I had a timestamp after they left. Because he came up to me and he's like, hey, we're going to go up to this burger joint. Do you want anything? I'm like, no. And you guys are going to need to hurry the fuck up. Because we only got 2 more loads left to put into that tanker. And I'm going to need them hoses swapped over. No, they said there could be 3 loads. I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't really matter. I'd like you guys to be back here pretty quick. So they take off. And that was at before 1:15. It was more likely 1. Because the timestamp I have is from the guy getting offloaded, and they had talked to the guy before he was done loading. Anyways, whatever it is, I called him So I go down and I go to offload, and I got the guy coming up to me, and he's like, hey man, according to my math, you're going to be right at what you need to be at, if not a little bit more. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just see what happens. I get completely offloaded, and then I, got to clean out my hose, so I turn on vacuum, and I pulled, so I don't know what the reading exactly was, but they had my hose so far down into the tank that I sucked up, because whenever I got to clear the hose, and usually you just turn on vacuum, and the hose is not submerged in the water. You just turn on vacuum, and it'll suck anything that's in the line out. So then you're not gonna have a heavy hose and possible shit leaking out everywhere. But when I turned on vacuum, I just loaded. I was just loading, and I loaded about 1,600 gallons. And the guys that went to lunch, it's now 2:15. They've been gone for an hour. I call them up. I'm like, hey, where are you at? We are on our way back. I'm like, okay, well, let me just tell you, I need you guys to really get back here, because unlike what you guys told me, because they were like, oh no, it'll be 2, maybe even 3. No, it's not even 2. And you all put the hoses in too goddamn far that I can't clear out my fucking line, okay? It's some bullshit right now. Like, I was getting pretty upset. And, anyways, I just hang up on them. And then they show up. They roll in. And, this one the sandwich stealer dude, he has no common sense to him at all. He comes up to me, he's like, you look upset. I'm like, can you get your fucking harness on? It's like, why? I was like, I need the, did you not? I was like, brother, I should have been already like halfway loaded with another tanker right now, but I'm not even completely offloaded yet, because you guys have been gone for over an hour. Oh, yeah, well, we went to one burger joint, and they're closed on Mondays, and then we actually went to another burger joint, and they were closed also, but then we went to, we had to stop off at this truck stop because I had to take a shit, and then we finally made it. We had to go all the way across town to get to this other burger joint. I'm like, brother, there's a Burger King right fucking here, okay? You guys didn't have to go all the way the fuck out there. You guys have been gone for over an hour, and you're really stressing me the fuck out. Like, I cannot believe I expected things to go any better today than they have this entire job. I'm like, tomorrow is the final fucking day, and I'm going to ask the boss to never work with you ever again on any job. I'm going to be like, if he's on it, I'm not. Okay? I fucking don't want to be around you. You are so annoying. My god damn it, dude. Well, I had to take a shit. I asked this an episode or so ago. How often do people take a shit? Jesus Christ. Yeah, sometimes I have to take a shit. But I'm not going to fucking be gone for an hour, go to 3 restaurants, and take a shit in the middle of it all. Like, holy fuck. It's just so disrespectful. And then to come back and be like, oh, you look a little upset. I'm like, yeah, I am a little upset. You know what would make me happy is if my truck was fucking offloaded. Get your goddamn harness on, get up there, and pull my hose out of the fucking liquid so I can offload. Like, you guys shoved the hoses way too fucking deep in that fucking rail car. And you guys thought that you would be fine. But no, all of the good stuff that you did today, which they did do a decent job up until that point, is gone. Because now I'm not going to talk about how great you guys are when you take over an hour-long lunch break. I'm not crying. I've got fucking allergies really bad right now. And I had not taken my omeprazole either. So my acid reflux, and I haven't eaten. And they asked me if I wanted something. I'm like, no, I'm fine. And the guy was like, I brought cheese. I was like, I didn't bring anything for lunch today. Okay. And, I mean, this is all in my own head, and I'm not going to actually keep them at fault for this, but they should have fucking been like, okay, this guy, he likes food, and I've eaten a lot of his fucking sandwiches. Maybe we grab one more extra burger, especially since we're kind of late coming back. That might have cheered me up a little bit. Might have made me be like, okay, you guys actually do care about me. Thanks. I won't be so pissed off about this. But no, you guys are gone, and I don't know. Next time, tomorrow is the only next time, and I'm gonna tell them no, nobody's fucking leaving. I mean, I guess I could say one guy's leaving, but and then he leaves at 3 o'clock, like on the dot. He leaves, which is fine because that's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting that until the beginning of the day. If you're whatever, I don't know. And so the other guy was even though I'm not super close to him or anything, but he was like, man, you're taking the truck now. I got to walk and take all the tools all the way up and down there. I'm like, yeah. Do you guys act like it's not a big deal if you leave early? And then now you're a little upset about that. I'm like, yeah, that's where I'm at, man. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. But the other guy that I got with me, he was awesome. He did have a headache, so he wasn't in the greatest mood today. But I just had to tell him, hey, we're sucking these out and put them in there. That's all I had to fucking say. And he did everything the way, just like a normal worker is what he is. I mean, he's better than a normal worker. But, he did what a normal worker would do instead of fucking causing problems and all kinds of shit. But I just cannot fucking believe that this motherfucker wants to, leave early and then not even go take an over an hour lunch and come back. He was back for like 30 minutes and then he was fucking gone. It's like, I cannot believe you are just act like this is perfectly fine. I'm like, this guy, I don't know. I've just had a different experience being at this job. I've had the experience that when people are problems, they're gone. And this guy's a big fucking problem. And my boss was absolutely not okay with his conduct with taking time off today. I don't think he's going to last very long. I think he's going to finish this job out, and the next day that he doesn't have a job scheduled for him, he's going to fucking be on the road. But I don't know. But just, if history repeats itself, people that really don't give a fuck about their job, kind of like this guy, don't last. Not at this company. And we've even had some people that were like family members that I was like, oh, fuck, well, he's that guy's brother or cousin or whatever. That guy's never going to get fucking fired because everybody likes that guy so much that they're not going to piss him off by cutting his cousin out. No, that cousin's gone, dude. That guy, it was funny because he had a hard hat sticker that said, sit in the truck, I'll take care of it. And that's what that guy almost did all the fucking time, was just sit in the goddamn truck. Like, he was a good worker whenever it was like a limited crew, but if there was like more than 3 people there, he was sitting in the fucking truck not doing shit. And then talking like he did everything. And it's like, no, you watched us do the fucking work, and then now you're acting like you did it all. Well, he gone. We even had a couple that were sad. Not sad, but just like, one guy had his son come in, and he was going to be a lube tech. Just basically take care of oil changes and tire rotations and shit for trucks and stuff, like all the simple stuff, And he was just too slow, and they got rid of him. And he got hired on with the recommendation of a very respectable guy that we got working for us, a high-ranking official. and his son just did not cut it, and they got rid of him. And it pissed off the guy. He was like, man, well, you didn't give him long enough to learn. And I liked the kid. The kid was good to me, but I guess they were upset with him. He couldn't do. They would throw him some other stuff that would test his capability a little bit more, like replacing some bolts that all the bolts were like stripped out, fucked up, and they were just like, yeah, figure it out. Go to the store and buy whatever you need to buy, but you see the problem, now fix it. And here's a credit card that has, it's got a limit, but not a limit that you're gonna fucking hit. Buying shit, just go buy whatever you gotta buy to fix this trailer. We don't care how much it costs. And he just fucked with the stripped out bolts for way too long. I don't know. And I think that was one of the things that they were like, yeah, if he can't just figure out a simple remove broken bolts or messed up bolts, then he's got to go. And so he but then we had other guys. There's one guy that was just, I don't know, everybody called him annoying and didn't like him, but I thought he was a great guy. And he was like the bulldog. He looked like a bulldog and he acted like a bulldog. He's not the smartest guy, but you say, hey, we're clearing this trench out, and he will clear the fucking trench out. And won't take a break. Won't drink a water, won't do it. Not that I would rather him drink a water, but he would always deny any services to help his job. He would just do the fucking job. So I don't know, maybe he was more of a liability, like he would work too hard, which is kind of weird. But when there's easier ways to do things, he would always pick the hard way to do it. And it's like, okay, well, we have tools, man. He's like, I'll use my bare hands and teeth. It's like, well, you could just use the tools and get it done. It's like, nah. You want a water, man? You're like, you are sweating profusely. He's like, nope, go. I'll drink when I'm dead. So, I don't know. He'd say some shit like that. But I like the guy. But I don't know. Maybe they were going to work him to death. We don't need that on our company. And the funny thing is, I've seen he had a very distinguishable truck. And I've seen that truck running around a few times. It had dark tints, so I couldn't tell if it was him driving, but I imagine it was. Anyways, I don't know. I don't want this guy to get fired. I just want him to get his head out of his goddamn ass. Okay? You need to fucking start manning up and taking control of the situation. You don't give a fuck too much. You don't have to give a fuck about every little thing, but it's like, bruh, just today, just the shit that he did today would not fly on other jobs at all. I'm gonna leave at 3. I'm gonna take an hour-long lunch break, over an hour-long lunch break, from 1 to 2, and then I'm gonna leave at 3. And I'm not gonna, I'm gonna leave during one of the biggest parts of my job, which is moving hoses. I'm going to tell you that you're wrong and you don't need the hoses moved over, and then I'm going to take an hour-long lunch and then I'm going to leave. But I'm going to be wrong. Like, what the fuck, man? He's been wrong several fucking... He's tried to tell me how to do the job several fucking times. And he's been wrong every single time. There might have been a couple of times where his input could have been used, but I don't care. I don't need you. You are not a great employee. I think with what I got going on, I can take care of it. And honestly, if I had brought my harness today, I would have, everything would have gone faster without him. And we'd still have a pickup truck. But the other thing that bothered me was that he was leaving early, so this other fucking guy that wants to show me every TikTok that he chuckles at, I knew he was gonna end up riding with me. And well, I'm doing a podcast now and I'm on my way home. He's not riding with me. I showed him how upset I was at both of them for fucking off for over an hour on lunchtime in the time of need. That he's been staying away from me. And even the guy that left at 3 o'clock, he didn't even come tell me. Which, that's another thing. It's like, come over and say, hey, I'm leaving. I know you're leaving at 3, and I know it is 3. But come over and say, hey, is there anything else I can do? I mean, I gotta leave like right now. Or come to me before that and say, is there anything you need? But no, he just fucking threw the shit out of the truck and fucking took off. And I'm like, you are a piece of fucking work, aren't you? You thought I was gonna say shit. He is a piece of shit. Motherfucker. Yeah, if he had any common sense, he would have grabbed another fucking burger and brought it to me. And I bet you I wouldn't be near as upset. I still wouldn't be too happy about it, but at least I would have had some food in my fucking belly right now. Because I've had 2 cups of coffee and a handful of bottled waters. Alright. Man, you're going way too slow. I gotta go around you. We got a post office truck in a lane-ending lane, but I got these fucking Miatas, well, just a Miata and fucking SUVs rolling up on the left side. I can't get over, bud. Anything else happened today that was exciting? Not really. We got 8 of them done. And the one guy that I was working with, my shining star, man, he's like, are we going home after this? I was like, do you want to go home after this? He's like, kind of, you know, I've had this headache all day. And I'm just not feeling it. Like, we've done a really good job today. I guess we can. I don't know. I'd really like to get at least 10 done. But if you really want to leave, I guess we probably can work something out. And I went and I talked to the guy, and he's like, no, do 2 more. I'm like, okay. No question about it, we'll do 2 more. But we're leaving at 5 o'clock, so it's still like, it's still a really short day compared to the rest. But us staying even just a little bit later, you know, getting 2 more done today, that's 2 more that we don't have to do tomorrow. And that's awesome. So tomorrow, I think we're only going to have 10 more to do. The guy, that's what the guy told me. He said we got 26 and 6 of them are done or empty already. I said, oh, all right. And then he comes up to me and he's like, oh, no, or I come up to him and I'm like, we only got 10 left after these? And he's like, no, we got 14. So I don't know. But either tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow we're going to finish up. And I don't think it's going to take, I think we're going to be done by 1. I mean, that's what I'm kind of figuring right now. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But the longer I work, the more hours I get, the more money's on my paycheck. So I don't really give a shit. Work me this week, because I'm taking the next fucking week off. I'm taking this weekend off, next week, and the weekend after off. I'm be gone. I'm be on a fucking boat. And I've been looking up the boat shit. There's all kinds of cool stuff to do on the cruise. I haven't even talked about the cruise too much lately, I don't think, at least. But it's a 7-day cruise. It's going to be fucking awesome. There's a little bit of drama going on. Mainly between my wife and the rest of my family. And it's not even the rest of my family. And it's not drama. It's just, my wife is she likes to be prepared for anything and everything. And my family is a little bit like me, and we're just kind of a do it on the fly, figure it out later type of situation. And my wife is like, you know, but she is right. My wife is correct in wanting to be prepared, because they have you open up the cruise app on your phone, and it just the other day just showed like all the stuff that you could do every single day, in order by hour and everything. And there's some of the shit that's on there that you got to book in advance, or you're not going to be able to get to do it. And at least I don't think so. But it's like I was looking at some other stuff. There's a sushi rolling class, and it's not like I'm going to be missing it or whatever. But I was like, oh, cool, that looks cool. Maybe that if there's anything to do on the boat, maybe learning how to make sushi, because I love sushi. And if I could figure out how to make that shit at my house, and instead of putting raw fish or whatever in there, I put bacon and ham and all kinds of other whatever the fuck I want. You can put whatever you fucking want in sushi. But I'm like, yeah, that would be fucking cool. It's sold out. Day one sold out. So I won't be making any sushi on the boat, which kind of stinks. But anyways, so my wife is looking at all kinds of stuff on there, and she's booking stuff and reserving things, and just putting things on our timeline. And she's like, "This is what we're going to be doing at this time, blah blah blah." And the rest of my family, she's like, "Hey, do you guys want to stuff?" Oh yeah, well we'll probably do something together. And she's like, "Well, no, like if we're going to do any of this stuff, we need to book it now." And they're like, we'll figure it out on the boat. And it's just, my wife is freaking out over it a little bit, which is understandable. She's like, well, so basically what my wife and I have talked about, what is probably going to happen, is that we're going to book something that we really want to do, and the family is, part of the family at least, is going to say, oh, that's really cool. We want to do that too. But it's going to be booked out. Or my wife is, she's not going to plan things for the whole family. First off, we're not hosting this. It's my mom and stepdad hosting it. They're going to set up a thing for the entire family to do, and it's going to interfere with something that we got going on. And my wife just wants more transparency and communication. Because it's like, hey, we want to go to this adult marriage show. It would be kind of cool if somebody could watch the kids while we're there. But it's like, my mom and stepdad are like, oh yeah, it'll probably be fine. And it's like, okay, well, we kind of need to know if it's going to be fine. We don't want to buy tickets to a show that we're not going to be able to go to because nobody can watch our kids because you guys decide you want to go to the show. Or, you guys can't go to the show because you didn't book the tickets. Or whatever it is. I don't know, but it's either going to be perfectly fine and things are going to go alright with the way things are, or we're just going to have to act like we're on a cruise by ourselves and these are just friends that are on the boat that, we see every now and again. Or it's going to make my wife never want to go on a family vacation ever again. So I don't know what it's going to turn out. But it's coming up quick. So yep, I swapped out the toilet. We got a couple of things we need to do around the house. We straightened up the kids' rooms. The upstairs has been straightened out. I need to straighten up the basement. There's no reason for anybody to ever go down there unless they're going to do laundry, and I don't think my sister-in-law is going to be doing any laundry. I just don't think she would, but maybe she will. I don't know. But I just got to get the basement kind of cleaned up a little bit. There's just toys and shit and boxes and clothes and shit just kind of in their distinguished piles, but they're in piles. So, and I can clean it up. It's just going to take a little bit of time to go down and clean it up. And then we're going to carpet clean the whole house. But we're going to kind of wait until like Thursday, maybe Friday to do that, just so it's like extra fresh. And then I don't know, there's just some other little straightening up stuff. But I think we're pretty much there. I'm just taking a few pairs of jeans, a few pairs of shorts, I got a new pair of flip flops, slides or whatever, and then I don't know. I just got a little bit of shit to pack, other than my, I gotta have a toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant. I don't know. My wife's acting like I need to pack right now, and I'm like, God. But I mean, what? Why? I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know. I don't think it's not going to take that long. The longest thing that's going to take me to pack was my shirts, but I went through all of my, like, she wanted to see all my nice shirts and how they fit on me and everything. And because there are a bunch of shirts that she buys me that I'm like, I'm never wearing this fucking shirt ever, or never again. Like, I don't like it, don't like it the way it fits, whatever. And she buys me a lot of plain shirts. It's just completely solid, one color, with a couple of buttons, and it's just like, I want something going on. So I got on the Amazon, and I started looking up a bunch of band t-shirts and stuff. Now, band t-shirts are kind of expensive. Not kind of expensive. It's just like you can't buy 5 of them, because that's $125. But I picked out a bunch of them, and then I said, whichever ones out of those that you like, order those. And so I got a couple of band t-shirts coming, and I'm excited about it. I got a Kenny Rogers one. I was looking for a t-shirt for the first edition, which is Kenny Rogers' first band that he was part of. Didn't really find any shirts for that, but I got a Kenny Rogers one. Hey, I'll take it. And he looks fucking cool on there. There's a picture of his face. It just says Kenny Rogers underneath. And then I got some other ones. But I was looking for those bands. I don't want like an AC/DC or Queen shirt. Those are pretty common to see somebody with, like an AC/DC shirt. Yeah. Great merch and everything. I'm looking for those band t-shirts that somebody's going to come up and be like, man, I haven't heard of them in a long time. Yeah. Just trying to start a conversation. Then I can open up my Spotify playlist and show up the songs. Just kidding. I'm not even going to have my phone on. I might have it on me, but just for pictures and stuff. But I think my wife's going to have most of that on covered. But I take pictures that nobody else is going to take. If I just see my wife sitting with the kids next to the pool or something, I'll just snap a quick picture. I don't want to have to go over there and be like, hey, let me have your phone. I'm going to get a picture of you guys. Because then she's going to turn towards the camera, make the kids sit there, smile, let me see the picture, take it again, my hair was messed up. No, I want real pictures. I don't want fucking curated shit. I just prefer those pictures. It's like, this is the real moment. Instead of it being everybody's got to have their eyes open and teeth showing. Sorry, I'm dying here with acid reflux. This is my third dip I've had. With having no food, I've just been add and chew to my fucking face. And it's kept me sane enough. I guess I'm angry about the situation, but if the situation didn't happen, I think I'll be alright. Skipping a meal here. I was getting on Facebook and shit, and even though I talked about that a while back about getting off of that and everything, I've been getting on Facebook, but I did get off of it today, because I kept looking up like fucking pizza reviews and people making food and stuff, and I'm like, damn it, man, making me really hungry right now. No, the fat fucks are over there eating cheeseburgers. They fucking took an hour and a half to go get. After all I've given that motherfucker, he can't even add or be like, hey, I got some extra fries. Nothing. I mean, I wouldn't take extra fries because that's not a meal. And what I've noticed with myself is that if I'm hungry and I only get a little bit of food, it just makes me more angry. So I'd rather have nothing than a little bit. You gotta have all or none. Okay? Gotta feed me till I'm full, or baby's gonna be angry. I'm baby, I guess. I don't know why I'm baby in this situation. I don't know. I guess successful day. You know, these guys are gonna find a way to piss me off every fucking day, and I guess I'm just gonna. I don't know. I don't want to have to report to the boss that people piss me off every fucking day, and I don't think they're pulling their weight or doing what they need to be doing. But I'm gonna bring it up to the boss, you know, because I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm getting real fucking. I need my boss to know that I am not okay with the performance of one of my employees. Even though I'm not a fucking supervisor. Why am I doing this? I had the other guy, the Shining Star guy today, he's a supervisor. I was a supervisor on the job when the supervisor was there. Okay, now I've been doing the job for 2 months now, so I guess I have more experience in it, but I wish he would have just taken charge of the thing. I'd be like, you need to watch these guys. They need to come to you for everything. Leave me out. Let me be a fucking peon for once. But my boss did say, oh, you guys are going to finish up that job just in time for the power plant job. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, no. I'm like, I have been waiting on the day for that job to come back. I am fucking ready. Please, for the love of my life, let me do that job consistently. Let me be the guy on that job. Don't let anybody else do it. I want the job. Please let me have the job. Don't let anybody else do it. Let me do it. But I am going on vacation for a week. So, if it starts up next week, that's not. Don't give it to anybody else. Just tell them you ain't got nobody to do it. And then I'll have even more loads to do when I come back. Tell them to order another fucking crack tank. Oh, they'll be fine. I'll empty those suckers out. I want that job. Please, let me have the goddamn job. Okay? I'll be making fucking money doing that job, too. $55 a day in per diem. 12-hour days. Running my clock out. Maybe even 14-hour days. But usually around 12-hour days. Because then I'm running out of drive time. And that's most of my job is driving. And I'm ready for it, boss. Send me in. I want. And I don't want to share. Honestly, I'm going to be a stickler about this. I don't want to share. I don't want you taking me off to do this. If you're taking me off to do another job, that means you have to put someone equal to me to do this job. So don't take me off this job. Just have them do the other job. Please. I need. But yeah, I got my on-call weekend. I think it's gonna be like a month and a half before I'm on call again, which is pretty nice. Now he's still gonna offer me work on the weekends and shit, but not for the next 3 weekends, because the weekend that I come back, I'm going on a camping trip. I'm going to come back, I'm going to work a week, and then I got a camping trip that I'm going to head out on, I think, a Friday with my buddy Luke. Buddy Luke, his buddy, forget his name, Arthur, I don't know his name, Cam, Zach, no, Matt, Travis, I think he's French. We're all going to go on a camping trip. He's taking his son, I'm taking my son, and he's taking his son. And we're all going to go camping and have a really good time. And I'm taking the dirt bike, which is fucking awesome. It's only I think it's like an hour and a half drive, so it's not too bad. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to stop for gas twice, maybe 3 times. And maybe even bring a gas, just have a gas jug in the back of the pickup too. Just so I can fuel up once I get to the house, because I don't think there's a gas station like readily available. But yep, we're gonna have an awesome camping trip. He actually called me about that earlier today. So I had this tent. Me and my wife went on a camping trip. We bought a brand new tent. Took it camping. Did not set it up properly. And then when we got home from the camping trip, I was a real fucking piece of work back then. I rolled the tent up improperly and threw it down next to my house and left it there for a couple of months. And my buddy Luke came over and he's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's a tent." He's like, "You want it?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll take it." He took it home, put it together the right way, and I guess he's taken it camping multiple times. And he's like, "It's a great fucking tent." He's like, "It's giant." I'm like, "Yeah, I bought the 3-bedroom tent or whatever." Because I don't know, I don't even remember it anymore really, but and I never had it set up properly either. But he's like, "No, everything's there, and it's like a pop-up tent kind of also. It's like, instead of having to put the fucking legs together and shit, you just push a button and they extend or something like that. I'm not sure. But he said he's going to bring that tent so I can check it out again. I'm excited for it. My son, I think it's going to be my first time for my son to go camping. And then, yeah, we're going to have the dirt bikes. Oh, and also, I think I'm going to get myself a helmet. The guy that I work with today, my new trucker today, I didn't have to train at all because he's a supervisor. Because he used to have side-by-sides and stuff. I was like, "How old are your kids now?" And he told me. I'm like, "Do they have helmets from when they were younger that you don't need anymore that maybe I can buy for you?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I got one. I'll sell it to you." Or he's like, "Better yet, I'll just give it to you." He's like, "It's old." He's like, "But it is a DOT helmet." I'm like, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Dude, that would be fucking awesome." So I can put, because I feel wrong wearing a helmet and putting my kids on the bike with no helmet. So I don't wear a helmet if I put the kids on the bike. Which I know it's like, well, at least one guy's not going to get hurt. I can't put my big ass helmet on my kids because it don't fit. Break his damn neck before it help him out. But anyways, he said he's gonna bring me a helmet, so that's fucking awesome. I can get my son a helmet or my daughter. It'll fit both of them, I think. And then I'm probably gonna start taking him up to the gas station or her. Either one of my kids. I just take him up to the gas station, just right up around the corner. It's not a big deal, and then I could also pick him up and drop him off from karate. My wife drop him off, and I can pick him up with the motorcycle. Because, the speed limit is 35 the whole way. So it's not like that's a dangerous drive or anything. It's 2 traffic lights. Yeah, so excited about that. If he remembers, this guy usually remembers everything. Because whenever I brought up he's the same guy I got the Oculus from. And I was like, "Yeah, I might be interested in Oculus," and then he brought it the next day. He's like, "Yeah, I got the Oculus. Why?" I paid him for that, but that makes so much sense. A brand new gaming console. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about politics these days. I haven't been paying attention. I've been listening to a little bit here and there, but I really don't know what the fuck is going on. But I don't know. The Trump and the Elon alliance has fallen. I don't know what's going on with that. It's probably going to be, I don't know, probably not good. Probably, definitely not good. But now they're like attacking each other on Twitter and shit. It's like, okay, how about you guys need to sit down and have a talk or something instead of fucking airing this shit out to the American people. You know, sit down and figure it out before, because you're freaking a lot of people out. It's not good. I guess there's one of the bills or mandates or something that Trump is doing is taking away from electric vehicles, and obviously Elon is invested in electric vehicles, and Trump is like, I don't care, we need to not worry about electric vehicles, and then Elon's like, you're part of the Epstein client list. And it's like, oh shit. Alright, settle down everybody. Settle the fuck down. I feel like you guys are in the heat of the moment saying shit that you might not normally say. You didn't quite think about all the shit you're talking about right now. I feel like there's a better way to fucking do things, but I really don't know. I wish I knew. I've been trying to listen to a couple of podcasts that know about it a little bit more than most people, but I still don't really. Most of the shit they're saying is gobbledygook, and I don't understand. It's like, okay, never mind. Never mind, they'll just not listen to anything. They'll just scroll on Facebook endlessly. I will say, I think this is still a way better situation than what we would have with Kamala. I definitely think that. But I think this situation right now could be a little bit better. I don't know. Kash Patel was on Joe Rogan. J.D. Vance was on Theo Vaughn. Trump and Elon are fighting each other. And it just seems a little fucking weird right now. So I guess I'm kind of glad I'm not paying attention at this moment. Doing my own thing. Just worried about motorcycles, my family, and work. Work has been taking a lot of my energy, obviously. I'm going to get home tonight and I'm going to fucking pass out. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Even though today we had a short day. We didn't even start doing anything until noon. We were on site at like 9:40. And then sat around till noon. And that was the other thing that kind of bothered me, because these guys know the way things go, and they sat in the pickup truck. I wasn't going to tell them. I guess if I wanted to be not upset about it, I would have told them, but they sat in the truck for 2.5 hours just hanging out, and then we start working, and I already knew the answer, but I went up to them like, you already got the rail cars ready to go over there? You guys already got the hoses put in? Oh, no, we didn't do that yet. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's great. You know, we'll work on these caps, get 4 caps off, drop everything, go over there and do the hoses, then come back and do the cap. I mean, we didn't sit around for 2.5 hours not doing any fucking thing. You guys could have maybe just put the fucking hoses in and then sat around and then pulled all the caps off and then sat around again. Oh, and that's the other thing is, well, the one guy, he's the one that wanted lunch the most. As soon as they pull the trains in and they stop them and they put the blue flag down, he gets out, he's like, hey man, you mind if I go to lunch today? And I'm like, if you could be fucking quick, but you got, I mean, what? It would have been a lot easier. You know, we've been sitting doing nothing. Like, you should have fucking gone to get lunch when there was nothing to do. You know? Now, I guess I kind of understand, because we're kind of waiting for things to be done, but when the old trains are still sitting here, you know we're not going to be working anytime soon. And then, of course, they go take a lunch today. I mean, I'm going to bring that up several times. I'm like, oh, as soon as the work starts, you're ready to go to lunch, and you there's a part of the job that didn't require the trains being moved in, and now you gotta, I don't know, not a very inefficient day. Let's just say that it was super duper inefficient. But I'm on the motorcycle today. It's parked down in the building. I'm taking the same truck out tomorrow, so I'm going to leave all of my shit in this truck. Everybody's fucking slamming on the brakes and slowing down. About to make my day real inefficient. If you're going to fucking pull out in front of me, BMW. Because this DOT's got a van pulled over at the top of a hill around the corner. Can't really fault the DOT on that. It's where the van decides to pull over. I don't know. If I got pulled over in this situation, I don't know. I'd put on my flashers and drive until I got to the top of the hill and flat, like, I overthink things. Maybe that's one of my superpowers, just overthinking everything. I do like efficiency. I really like efficiency. If things were efficient today, I think we would have been able to knock out 12, and things would have been better. If there's a bunch of me's on the job site, if I could clone myself, I get to collect at least 25% out of everybody's paycheck if it's all me, you know. Yeah, I'm the real one, so I get extra money. I don't know. If I had clones, I think I'd piss myself off. Maybe not. I think it would actually be kind of cool. Like we're all thinking the same thing. Shit. I don't even have to talk to you guys. You guys already know what to do. And we would all say the same thing. We would all say that. Me and all my clones would all look at each other and be like, "It's so nice I don't have to explain it to you." And then the other guy would be like, Kevin B would be like, "It's so nice I don't have to explain things to you too." And then Kevin C would be like, "It's so nice I don't have to explain things to you." And then Kevin C would be a little fucked up, maybe spend a little bit too much time in the CRISPR machine. And he'd be like, "You're going to have to explain something to me because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I have no memories of anything." But, you know, 3 of me would do pretty good. But that's all fantasy. In reality, I got fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. Okay, well, that's gonna do it for today. Adios. Kumbaya. Bye bye. Keep all 18 down.